right, so finally we will look at the Pack of the Pit. This is the final big box expansion we're going to look at out of the 4. It's the same deal as far as content goes. The set includes a deck of cards, which has your 10 gift cards, 2 new Legion cards, which include Gehenna and Hades, as well as 40 Trooper cards. There are also 3 new region cards, one for France, one for Germany, one for Russia. There are 3 Fourth Circle Demons, as well as 2 Lords in this box, the same as with the other expansions. You've got the Fourth Circle being the Rapparee, the Hortator, the Gadarene, and for the Lords, you've got Lord Orobas, Lord Humbaba, and then for characters, you've got Penrod, Wallenstein, and Amelia Azevedo. So let's take a look at the contents. All right, so we have the Fourth Circle Demon data sheets here. They're starting off with the Rapparee. Basically like a 2-headed insectoid thing. It takes all of the courage in the game, so off of the player's amounts as well as the courage pool, and places it on this card. So essentially nobody can use them while this thing is alive, and if he manages to leave the map, it's lost for the game. So that's very interesting. But if you do kill it, everything goes back to the courage pool. So that's the Rapparee, really interesting looking beast here. Next, we have the Hortator, which is, from what I gather, a demon musician, inspiring all of the other demon troops forward with his drum, get them all motivated. And basically all enemy groups add an additional die to their attacks, which is impressive, and deadly at the same time. And he's got a 3+3 toughness, so 2 attacks of, needing 4s in order to cause any wounds. So he's also very tough. And finally, the Gadarene, demon boar, hideously contorted here, walking on its 4 legs. This is the final stop for Legion. Moves all heroes and troopers 2 spaces towards the main lord on the map. So he's also tough. He's got a 6 toughness and a 40-12 attack. So that combined with moving everybody forward makes this guy a little bit menacing, not to say the least. Okay, so that's the Gadarene. Up next, we have the Lords. 2 Lords data sheets. You've got Lord Orobas here, which is, again, the Regal Demon, another throne, much like the Mandrake Fourth Circle Demon, sitting on top of this large demon, which makes up a large part of the throne, I would imagine. The Menace allows for an instant attack. This Lord gives away shadow tokens to the hero targeted, and receiving more than 2 damage. So these tokens can be used to increase hero toughness or add a d12 to their attack. Now, it's obviously helpful considering the toughness on this guy is 9. And he's got a 6d12 attack. So having the extra attack would be handy. And as was pointed out to me by Sandy in one of the previous videos, this is a 3-crown Lord, which means one of the toughest in the game. So Lord Orobas. Next one, Lord Humbaba, flaming hooven scorpion beast. Menace ability is to dole out pestilence tokens in the same amount as there are players. Ability is really strong here in that each hero is attacked individually with the same attack roll. So that would be 1 at a time, comparing the attack roll to a hero and then resolving damage that way. And the captain would get to choose first. So again, a really tough one here. So that's Lord Humbaba. All right, moving along, we've got characters. Penrod Wallenstein, nicknamed Awesome Force, a tank with a great recruit ability, rolls a d6 for recruiting and can sacrifice health for a second attack. But this one only comes in a little bit later here, just a distraction. You would have to, well, we just start right there. So, but it's a good one and has a d10 to start with and 3 toughness. So this is a good tank to have around Penrod Wallenstein. Looking forward to trying that one out. Next, we have Amelia Azevedo. So a firefighter and an EMT, a healer that can bring along another hero to move and can remove stun, fire, or pestilence markers in the team phase. Another awesome ability. And a few other healing abilities in the upgrade boxes. So you can never have too many heroes that can heal. I've mentioned that before, so this is another good one to add. Then we have the map data sheet. So in this, you have Washington, D.C. and St. Peter's. So another interesting map setup. More options in terms of layout. It's a rather big map. It comes in 4 pieces, and it's hard to frame in the shot here. But it's got 2 of these larger sections, right? Double-sided, of course, one for the Vatican and one for Washington. And it's kind of like a larger T shape. And like I said, it doesn't fit into the frame, so I'm not going to bother trying. But really interesting. Again, there's a lot of areas on this, and they're both different in the sense that Washington is your traditional one lord map with several areas that are considered adjacent. And for the Vatican map, St. Peter's uses the 3 lord combo that we've seen before and 3 different tracks. So a really interesting looking map. Again, artwork is really, really solid on there. So taking a look at the minis here. We'll take a look at Penrod Wallenstein here. This would be the tank that we discussed earlier. I really like this mini. It's probably one of the biggest ones, and he looks to be one of the toughest in the game. And he's charging forward with this chainsaw, the Harlebird combination. Nice recycling of the old tires there for armor. I like this guy. I like the mini, and he looks suitably tough, so look forward to trying him out. We've also got Amelia Azevedo. You can take a look at her here. And she's got her fire axe and her oxygen tank combination there, ready to race into danger and offer assistance. Nice helmet. You get the sense that she's totally an EMT firefighter. So with those abilities, looking forward to checking her out as well. The Rapperie. So this thing here, it's 8-armed kind of earwig looking thing. With a giant kind of face in the back here. It's got human hands, like I said, a large head coming off that thorax. Looks formidable. It's got a couple of heads coming out in the front with, I can't really, no eyes. Again, the hands make it look really interesting. I like this one quite a bit, and looking forward to trying that one out. Up next, the Hortator. This guy banging away on his flesh drum with his, spinal cord drums here, with skulls attached to them, urging the troops forward. It works really well with the theme and quite nasty according to his stats. So that's the Hortator, hooven-legged creature. He's got a pretty big head on him, so I like this one as well. Get a good feeling from what kind of damage he can put out. And finally, the Gadarene. So this is the demon boar kind of creature that I was talking about, with an antennae protruding from his head, running on his forelimbs with these kind of twisted arms by his side. Kind of a curious looking mini. I like the ability of drawing everyone towards the Lord's area. Interesting design here with the boar, and from what I gather, whatever lore I could pick out from the name is that it was attached to Legion, the demon cast into a herd of swine in the Bible, right? So I guess that's the look trying to go for with this one. That's the Gadarene. Lords, first Lord here, Lord Oribas. Now check out this guy on the throne here. Sitting on top of this creature with the impossibly large limbs. Getting the sense of power is flooding from this guy, and with the shadow gifting in his attacks, making it makes sense, inviting you to come close and eat damage, but promising rewards, right? Kind of the backstory on most demons and how they operate, right? Like trying to appeal to whatever you consider to be a reward system. I really like this mini. Looks pretty cool. All right, so finally we have Lord Humbaba here. I hope not really much opportunity to mispronounce that one, I'm hoping. Very strong and straight up attacking and looks the part. Kind of 6 hooven legs with a scorpion type tail. Got a head coming out in the front here with the tongue lashing out. Kind of reminds me of the old film From Beyond from the 80s. Maybe I'm dating myself, but it was like a Lovecraft-inspired film from the story of the same name. Pretty interesting looking creature. So looking forward to giving that one a go as well. So menacing looking. So that's Lord Humbaba. So there you have it. That's the last of the main boxed expansions. And in the next video, going to go over the extra Lord expansions. We'll do them all at one shot. Won't be opening the boxes. We'll just have them ready to go over the data sheets and the minis, and we'll kind of try to get through them as quickly as possible. And thank you again for watching.